From Waldorf, hey. What's good? New York in the house, Massachusetts in the house. Okay, well, why don't we get started because time is of the essence. Welcome, everybody, to a special offering from IMCW, the Insight Meditation Community of Washington, and myself. This is, in this moment, a music and meditation experience. My name is Ofosu Jones-Quartey, also known as Born I. I'm an artist and a mindfulness and meditation teacher here in the DC area. I'm joining you from Rockville, Maryland, which is the unceded territory of the Piscataway people. It is also the land where many unmarked graves of my ancestors currently reside. And so I want to take a moment to honor the land, to honor the native peoples who originally inhabited this land, and to honor my ancestors who worked and died on this land. And to invite any benevolent ancestral energy from the land, from my lineage, to join us this evening to add some blessings to the occasion. I join you by way of my parents, Gil and Gina Jones-Quartey, who join America by way of Ghana in West Africa. So shout out to Ghana and all of my family and friends who are there. Tonight, or this afternoon, or depending on what time you're watching this, in this time, we'll be doing a few different things. I have been teaching meditation and mindfulness to young people and adults for close to 20 years now. And I have been a professional musician for just about as long. So these are the two primary paths that my life has taken. And over the years, I've wanted to consolidate them into one path and to share a consistent message of you are enough. So I found that in order to feel that I wasn't living in two different lives, I could put these two worlds together as often as possible and as much as possible. Share the message that what you've got in your mind and what you've got in your body, what you've got in your heart is enough to achieve all of the happiness and joy a human life can offer. I've just released an album called In This Moment. If you get the link in my link tree. Oh, thank you, Glenn. A shout out to Glenn, who is just an amazing human being, the Bodhisattva extraordinaire. Appreciate you, Glenn. Oh, yes. So I've just released an album and there are a bunch of different visuals to accompany. If we have the ability to do so, I'll show one of those visuals tonight. We'll start off with a guided meditation just to land and to arrive. And from there, we'll go into a little bit of a sound bath. And then I'll share some visuals and then I'll offer a performance of some of the songs from my most recent album, In This Moment. And I'll also add 2 songs from my previous album, 1111. And I've just completed a song that is a bit of a tribute to the late Thich Nhat Hanh that I've never performed this live before, so I'm really excited to share it with y'all. So without further ado, why don't we begin with a brief meditation? And We'll sit for just maybe like 10 minutes or so. If you've never meditated before, this will have a little bit of guidance. You just want to find a posture that feels comfortable for you so you can be both comfortable and alert. You can have your eyes open or your eyes closed. If you'd like to have your eyes open, my suggestion would be to just sort of lower your gaze a bit so there's not a whole lot of visual distraction. And yeah, the sound of the bell will bring us in and the sound of the bell will bring us out. Sound good? All right, let's go. So, my friends, let's just begin by giving ourselves permission to arrive in this moment, right here, right now. Reminding ourselves that every single thing that has happened before right now has come and gone. Every thought, every word, every movement, everything that's happened before right now has come and gone and won't come again. And everything that will happen after this moment hasn't happened yet. So here we are, right in the center of time and space, giving ourselves permission to be present and to relax in this moment. I invite you to let your shoulders relax. If you're sitting upright, letting the shoulders drop down away from the ears, allowing the arms to become heavy. If you're lying down, allowing the shoulders to roll back and sink into the bed or cushion that you're on. Gently bringing your attention to where your body is making contact with the surface beneath you. That might be your feet against the ground. It might be your body making contact with your seat. Just noticing this feeling of support. The great earth beneath you, holding you constantly. You might offer a thank you to this great earth that holds all of us. Bringing your attention now to the atmosphere around you and the great sky above you, also holding you, also supporting you every moment. You might say a little thank you to the great sky above you. And letting yourself relax exactly where you need to be between the great earth and the great sky. in this moment. Take a moment and check in with your body. Just notice how your body is feeling right now. Noticing the posture that your body's in. And if it feels right to do so, you can give your whole body permission to soften and relax. Breathing in, collecting any tension or tightness you might be holding. And breathing out and imagining that it's all being released, flowing out of the body into the earth to be recycled for something else. And let yourself rest, my dear friend. Check in with your heart, check in with your mind. In the same way that you would ask a dear friend or a loved one, how are you right now? Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how are you right now? And let yourself answer honestly, the same way you would answer someone that you can deeply trust. Right now, for me, it's like this. If there's any pain, if there's any discomfort, if there's any aching in the heart, the mind, or the body, or all three, see where that pain lives in the body and let your heart go there. And just hold it with your own loving attention, the way you might hold a baby who was crying. Letting them know that you're there and that it's going to be okay. And if there are any words that you need to hear right now, any words of reassurance or comfort, the same words that you would offer to a friend or a loved one who might be suffering in any way, offer those words to yourself. I'm here for you. I love you. It's going to be okay. I'm sorry. I forgive you. And on the flip side, if you're feeling joy or ease, happiness, the same way that you would celebrate a dear friend or loved one who was feeling joyful, easeful, happy, offer yourself those words of celebration, congratulations, gratitude, upliftment. That's wonderful. I'm happy for you. You deserve this. Keep going. Many, many more. However you need to be loved in this moment, give yourself permission to love yourself in that way. If it's helpful, you can put a hand over your heart and a hand over your abdomen. You might feel your heart beating. You might notice your body breathing. Every beat of your heart, every breath you take is nature's way of affirming your life, letting you know that you belong here, that you have a purpose here, that you are welcome in this life. So for these last few moments, I invite you to be with yourself in a kind way, breathing gently, and offering yourself your own loving attention. And with the love that you have offered yourself now, as much as you've been able to, and it's okay if it was just a little bit, take some of that love and think of the entire world, how this world suffers so much in so many ways. Take even just a bit of the love you've given yourself and see if you have some to spare. And as you breathe in, imagine that you are collecting some of that love. And as you breathe out, share that with the whole world, with your friends, your family members, strangers in your community, the people who are suffering under oppression of all sorts, animals, insects, everything, everywhere, all of us. Sending some of the love you've given yourself out to the world now. And I invite you to repeat after me, silently to yourself. I am enough. You are enough. We are enough. I am enough. You are enough. We are enough. In a moment, I'll ring the bell, and that will be the end of our meditation. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Thank you so much for your practice, my friends. Feel free to share how that was for you in the chat. And we're going to move right into a sound bath, so you can feel free to get very, very comfortable. We're slated to have an hour together. We might go maybe 5-10 minutes over, but if 8 o'clock or if an hour is what you got, all good. And yeah, we'll do maybe like 5 minutes of a sound bath. But please let me know how that was for you. And if there was anything that I offered that didn't land or that rubbed you the wrong way, I apologize sincerely. It wasn't my intention. Okay, let's set this timer again. So because of course I went over. Oh, you know what? Actually, before we jump into the sound bath, let me just say a couple things really quick. Oh, let me see what y'all are saying real quick. Hold up. Oh, oh, I'm so happy. You're so welcome. Word. Thank you. I'm so happy that it was a good experience for y'all. Wow. Thank you. Okay. So, before we get into the sound bath, a few words. If you've hung out with me before, I like to just begin with this premise. Let's begin with the premise that life is a completely ridiculous proposition and that it is very, very strange to be alive. And none of us know what's happening here at all, and we don't know why. And on top of it, it's difficult. So, all of those things combined do not equal be mean to yourself. If, in my estimation, it is very hard to be a human being, and we live in the jungle, no matter what. We're beset on all sides by all matter of calamity and so much uncertainty. It's very difficult to be a human being. It's difficult to be alive. Even if you're in the most favorable circumstances, in your own head, there's difficulty. And then your body will just give out on you sometimes. And it will absolutely give out on you at some point. Man, it's just not easy. So I think, like, what's the response to being in the calamitous situation of being a human being? To be nasty to yourself and to say a bunch of like terrible things to yourself all the time? No, please be your own companion through the jungle. Be a light unto yourself. Be kind to yourself. I am somebody who has suffered from all kinds of different mental health issues through my life. Anxiety, depression, intrusive thoughts, suicidal ideation, all kinds of things. In this moment, I'm probably the happiest and mentally healthiest I've ever been. And I just happen to find myself in this place. It's not, but one thing I've been really working on is being kind to myself, not being nice to myself in like a saccharine way, but acknowledging that it's difficult to be a human being, acknowledging that I have flaws, acknowledging that sometimes things happen outside of my control. And I just do my best to be present and to speak to myself the way that I would speak to my friends. I used to speak to myself the way that I would never speak to anybody. And I think most of us do that. Most of us would never say to another person what we say to ourselves. And so I think we should apply a little mindfulness, notice what's happening in our own mind stream, and see whether it's wholesome or not, whether it's kind or not. Being kind to yourself isn't self-indulgent. It is modeling kindness for the entire world. It's becoming an epicenter of kindness in your micro world that sends out ripple effects elsewhere. Excuse me. I think that self-kindness and self-compassion are the first steps to creating a world that is more beautiful and more conducive to happiness and enlightenment. So I just want to encourage you. You can just start with this simple mantra: I am enough. In this moment, I am enough. In this moment. And when you're suffering, you can just say, I'm suffering right now. I'm having a hard time right now. May I be kind to myself in this moment. Not, why can't I ever figure it out? Not, what's wrong with me? Not, you're so dumb, you're so stupid. We need to cut all that out. I just want you not to check out with the little c or the big C. Because as crazy as it is to be a human being, human life does afford us some remarkable opportunities. So please, don't check out. And don't check out by being unkind to yourself. Self-kindness, self-compassion is the fuel that will allow us to continue this journey and to see what's up, what can be. But we can't know if we're kicking ourselves the entire time. So please, my friends, my mothers gathered here today, all of you, please, if you take anything away from this, I hope you are a little bit more inspired to be a little bit kinder to yourself. Okay. Is that cool? Can we just agree, like, nod, thumbs up? I'm going to do a little bit better being kind to myself. I'm going to try. Yes, come on, y'all. We can do this. Come on. We got to show the babies. We got to show the world what kindness looks like. Come on. Yes, love is gangster. That is what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay. Now we're going to do a 5-minute sound bath. Hey, Sita, my son just came in with the double thumbs up. Yes, I love you so much. You're the best. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. Hey, so you can get as relaxed as you like. And yeah. Oh, do y'all want to see these? Okay. Well, you can hear them and you'll see them later. All right. So close your eyes or keep them open and just relax for a few moments and just let these sounds arrive to you and move through your body, your mind, your heart in the way that they best will serve you in this moment. Let's begin. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be at ease. May others be well. May others be happy. May others be at ease. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you have is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you have is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you have is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you have is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the sound bath. I hope you're feeling relaxed. We're going to transition into the performance part of the evening. I'm going to start by showing a video that that I released not too long ago. It's called Unenlightened. It's one of the songs from my album. Oh yeah, can y'all let me know how that was for you? Please do let me know if the sound bath was a good experience for you. I'm so happy. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to play a video while I get ready for the performance part. And this song is called Unenlightened. And it features my son, Cecita, my wife. We filmed some of it at, oh, well, you know what? Just check it out. With the shit. Came into the game with a brick. Had to break it down into pieces. Leonardo, Mona Lisa's. I just wanna fly with the birds and surf on the tide when it curves. Some will get rich or die trying, but I don't wanna die unenlightened. Pose for the lights and the cameras. Third eye blind from the scanners. Fourth eye woke on the crown though. What goes around comes around, bro. Bell pre-roll from the ground floor. Even though I'm always out of town, Lord. Deep breath, feel the rise and the fall. Just like suicides on the doors. But I don't wanna die anymore. I just wanna arrive at the shore. Wouldn't wish my pain on nobody else, but the only one to blame is my fucking self. Break one link and it falls apart. Take your broken heart and you call it art. Learn one thing from your man born. From a seed to a lotus you can transform. I was switching lanes with the shit. Came into the game with a brick, yeah. Had to break it down into pieces. Leonardo, Mona Lisa's, I just wanna fly with the birds, yeah. Surf on the tide when it curves, yeah. Some will get rich or die trying, but I don't wanna die unenlightened. When I was a child, I was so young. Got a little older, I was so sprung. Now that I'm a man, I'm like ho-hum. Putting new raps over old drums. Don't be so eager to grow up, just slow up. You grow up a little too fast, and you know what? This whole game is ruthless. It's run by computers. The algorithm determines what your mood is. My mood is my mudra. My watch is my chakra. Rising Kundalini in white Lamborghini. It starts with your breathing. The mantra repeating that I am enough. Flip the tarot for reading. It reads that each moment is just what you make it. Wisdom and compassion is how you awaken. PSA from your man born. From a seed to a lotus you can transform.
I was switching lanes with the shit. Came into the game with a brick, yeah. Had to break it down into pieces. Leonardo, Mona Lisa's. I just wanna fly with the birds. Surf on the tide when it curves. Someone get rich without trying. But I don't wanna die unenlightened. I've been sitting meditation every day now. From the morning to the time that I lay down. How about the coupe and hop right in the booth. And I hope what I write can inspire the youth. Pray now, spread love every day now. I remember bus rides on the Greyhound. Told my fam I'll be down if you stay down. Tell me boy, why'd you have to go away now? If you really think about it, all we need is to be present with love and justice. But the system can't trust it. So sad that sometimes I can't discuss it. Bust it, so I look at my mind and try to figure out a way to put myself in the dirt so I can dig us out. I chose a different route. I'm sitting down and breathing deep just to receive a way to help all of my niggas out. Homie, where did the day go? Day go. Too much of the yayo, yayo. Turn your brain into Play-Doh, Play-Doh. Okay, big bro, if you say so. We just hiding our pain. What's the point of it all if we dying in vain? Take a ride in my lane. What's the source of the spark that ignited the flame? I was switching lanes with the shit. I came into the game with a brick. Had to break it down into pieces. Leonardo, Mona Lisa's. I just wanna fly with the birds, yeah. Surf on the tide when it curves, yeah. Someone get rich without trying, but I don't wanna die unenlightened. I was switching lanes with the shit. Came into the game with a brick. Had to break it down into pieces. Leonardo, Mona Lisa's. I just wanna fly with the birds, yeah. Surf on the tide when it curves, yeah. Someone get rich without trying, but I don't wanna die unenlightened. But I don't wanna die unenlightened.
My eyes, the sky.
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. We out here in the struggle. The energy below you is the energy above you. If nobody told you today that they love you, well, I love you. My father always taught me every blessing makes you humble. Every weapon makes you tumble. Heavy weapons make you crumble. For the universal answer, every prayer, every mumble went from rumbles in the belly to the bubbles in the telly. But I'm thinking of my brother sharing bunkers with the celly. So until each one of us are free, it's nothing you can tell me. If you want to know my motivation, love is what compels me. To the hunger of a bastard while my people running backwards. To the only thing I want to say is love is all that matters. Love requires patience. I waited and I waited. Started to get jaded, started falling into hatred. Feel a part of me is sacred, but a part of me must save it. How could I see through the matrix just to balance it and scrape it? Everything I did to hurt myself, admit it, and forgave it. If it wasn't working for me, I got rid of it and scraped it. But the truth is I went back to it, indulging in my foolishness. I gave up on my happiness, gave up on my pursuit of it. I knew that it would come to this, like poverty amongst the rich. How could I keep going when a part of me just wants to quit? Tell myself it's alright, looking for that starlight. Feel like the good and evil in my heart is in a bar fight. But until my throat inside me telling me that I can do it. Love is still the answer, I can prove it, I can prove it. So in the darkest nights I keep my eyes on where the moon is. The reflection of my soul has now begun to walk me through it. Love. How y'all feeling?
Breathing in, breathing out. I'm here right now. Breathing I'm here right now.
Look at myself in the mirror and I try to notice what I'm not aware of. It's easy to notice when I don't take care of my mind and my body, but what am I scared of? I want to be perfect, want to be worth it. I want to feel good and feel like I deserve it. All of the love that I get from the people around me and family, I want to be dirty, but I don't deserve it. I'm on the surface, flirting with danger, forgetting my purpose. Life is the close and the feel that I throw to the feel like I'm set in the furnace. I feel like I'm worthless, feel like I'm letting down everyone. I don't know who can relate. Is there anyone? Pray for forgiveness, don't know if it ever comes. Don't know if it ever comes. Well, my depression don't add up everything that I've accomplished, feeling like it don't matter in that white Lamborghini, whip it like it's dope. Batter don't mean nothing when I feel the edges of my soul shatter, but I'm trying every day to survive in every way. Meditation got me looking at my mind in every way. When the dark thoughts arise and they look into my eyes and I breathe a little deeper, then they vanish, I realize love requires patience. I waited and I waited, started to get jaded. But a part of me is sacred. When the vision of my mind is that of God and human intertwined, some call me Jesus Christ, but even I confuse the finish line with death instead of rebirth. Resurrection isn't knee-jerk, it's the presence of the seekers and the essence of the dreamers. When the weapon doesn't reach us, it's the blessing of believers. I don't claim to understand it, but my plan is just to be here for the centuries. My legacy's where my infinite essence be. Dragon bites his tail, the generations will remember me. What's a drug to the enlightenment, a thug to the lion's den, a caterpillar to a butterfly in this environment? Who's lying when we trying to discover who am I within? What's louder than the cries of all my invisible silent sins? Try again and try again and try again and try again until I let it go and just relax into my mind, and then I finally understand it like the sunlight in the morning. All we ever needed was this life until we're born again.
That first song was called Tulum, and the second one, Horizon, from my previous album, 1111. Glenn, if you're still there, you can drop a link in the chat. These next songs are from my current album, In This Moment.
Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is the moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. It's the only thing that is real. Moments they come and these moments they go. If we come back again, it's the infinite flow. But until then, we still in the moment forever. The past is forgotten, future is never. The present is all that we know and can measure. Joy in the pain and the pleasure. Making it better or making it worse. If it's the second, then make it reverse. Until the day that I'm laid in a hearse, I'ma just be out here making it work. I fell in love with cocaine, it's a flirt. Search for the feeling, escaping the herb. Mix it with Tito's, don't mix it with needles. I'm wet like a fish and I'm high like an eagle. Becoming the villain, supplying my ego. One moment a hero, the next one I'm evil. I don't know who I am half of the time. Let it all go, if I black out it's fine. I'm sick of dealing with life, it's a chore. Really don't wanna feel nothing no more. Do it from sundown to sundown again. Bracing myself for the come down again. Hating myself in the come down again. Wait for the party to come round again. I know my teacher would be disappointed. All of the training he gave me was pointless. But even though right now I feel like I'm worthless, I'ma just look at my mind and observe it. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. It's the only thing that's real.
I try to focus excitement, sit in the lotus alignment. The truth is that I want to know what's inside, and the Buddha said you'll never know till you try it. So I sit in silence and steady my breathing and try to see something I never believed in. I want to know every part of my soul, how it develops and how it unfolds. All these emotions lock me in a prison. Soon as I enter, they're gone in an instant. Knock, knock, who's there when the door swings? Robin Hood with the arrow in the ball strings. Look for the light at the end of the tunnel. All of the ways I defended my struggle. I am the child, I am the parent, I am illusion, I am awareness, I am the pain that I didn't take care of that turned into all of the things that I'm scared of. What do I notice is none of it lasts. Same as the lightning and thunder that crash. All of the thoughts and the feelings and fears stay for a moment and then disappear. Everything in me is naturally free. All that's required is I let it be. I am the sun, I am the storm. They call me infinite when I was born. I am enough is the mantra repeated for all of the love and compassion that's needed. And yes, I might fall again, but then I'll rise again. Sitting cross-legged and closing my eyes again. And closing my eyes again. And closing my eyes again. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you know is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel?
All that you know is this moment. It's the only thing that's real.
So this is a very important song to me. I think maybe one of my most important records, and it's what formed the foundation for this album. And I'm just so grateful of how it's been received. And you know, I'm pretty honest on this record. So but yeah. So thank y'all. How's it going? I can't see y'all's chat no more, but I still want to read them. So let me see what y'all saying. Hey, so we're gonna be a little bit over time. We'd probably be another like 10, 15 minutes or so.
Buddhists
So
think of reincarnation as
please
an illusion,
continue to hang out if you can, and if you gotta go, all
and yet
good.
believe in it. Westerners
This song is called How Many
think of
Times?
it something that might be a fact and find it difficult to believe. Westerners adopt the idea of reincarnation as a comforting idea.
This is my last life. I'm not coming back reincarnated.
How many times?
How many times? How many times?
How many lines? Did it like how many lines?
How many lines?
How many times? Did it like how many times?
How many times?
How many climbs? Climbing up how many climbs?
How many climbs? How many words? Did it like how many words?
How many words? I won't berserk.
Did it till I went berserk.
I won't berserk.
I put in work. Put it in work.
I put in work.
I put in work.
Put it in work. I put in work.
Kundalini rising up with me. When you ask what's up with me, conversation is a luxury, but it's really not my cup of tea. I've been talking to my spirit guides. And I tell them what I hear inside. Try to see it with the clearest eyes. Complicated when you still a thug. Hard to fake it if it isn't love. Love of fame, but it's still a drug. Meditation is real enough. Talking from sacred geometry. Words of my favorite artistry. Mama, I made it for all to see. My life was more like an odyssey. Stimulated pineal gland. Come together like sea and sand. Look inside till I see the plan. Or I die and repeat again. Europeans was fooling us. I've been breathing with Buddhist monks. Europeans was ruling us. Now I'm free, but my mood is I'm not seeking no validation. When I speak, it's a fashion statement. Get my people about the matrix. I'm like Neo with blacker faces. On money popping home, on money popping home. When I'm reciting my prayers, though, I'm taking calls from the jail every morning. But when we hang up, I just pray for bro. How many times?
Did it like how many times?
How many times?
How many lines? Did it like how many lines?
How many
lines? How many times? Did it like how many downs? How many downs? How many climbs? Climbing up how many climbs? How many climbs? How many words? Did it like how many words? How many words? I went berserk. Did it till I went berserk. I went berserk. I put in work. Put it in work. I put in work. I put in work. Put it in work. I put in work.
This song is called Joshua. I haven't put this out officially yet. I'm going to be dropping this summer. You see me fly when I'm writing. This is that G&D moment. Call it the rise of the titans. Picture perspectives of paragraphs. Preaching power persistently. Who vanished from the world and return. Shrouded in mystery. A dreamer for real. What I think and I feel. These darker forces, they closing and plotting scheme on my skill. When I'm in front of the Lord and all my secrets reveal. Will I discover repentance after I bleed and I heal? I meditate on the meaning. Feeling awake when I'm dreaming. Even I'm basically healing from conversation with demons. Police is aiming them bullets. First they aim and they pull it. Then they claim that he deserved it. Cause the sweater was hooded. I put it all in a journal. Ain't got no one to turn to. Calling me Dante Alighieri as
I learned it's inferno. I'm just a scholar with dollars on my daughters, wearing Prada. None of any can stop us. They just follow after we pop up like a mafia don. Pray for peace in my soul. Satan don't chop at your fingers soon as you reach for your goal. None of my people is scared. We came equipped and prepared. It's that unspoken feeling you can feel in the air. You see, my mother was Buddhist and my father was genius. I was studying Bibles. My idol was Jesus. I put it all in together between that fall in December and made a path of my own, man. That's all I remember. And you can judge if you want. I'm just being a man. I can't ignore the composition of my DNA strand. First everybody was doubting. Now they kiss on the ring. I guess I needed it to balance my position. I'm drinking vodka with poets and rolling ganja with doctors, writing the spirit of my lyrics. I'm a conduit author. So many great but don't know it. So they wait for the moment. But a real boss, no, you gotta take it and own it. Look for a theme in my verses. It's Lamborghinis and churches and rising up from the bottom when you feel like you're worthless. So many nights I remember that I just wanted to end it. I awoke the next morning feeling like I resurrected. Second chances was given. I can master the mission. Find the freedom of the spirit in the land of the living. Pray what we learn it can heal us and the journey complete us. And if I burn along the way, then I'll return like the phoenix. How y'all feeling? Let me see something.
Picture me rolling and we all on that mission. Picture me rolling and we all on that grind. Picture me rolling and we all on that vision. Picture me rolling and we all on that time. Picture me rolling when we all on that vision. Picture me rolling when we all on that grind.
That was
picture
you
me rolling when we all on that vision. Picture me rolling.
New day and I'm shining. Thought I'd lose faith, but I'm rising now. We up early, birds chirping, meditation, insert words in, reincarnate, repeat, respond, make a new degree of that first version. Black hole in my black soul. I watch that close while I stack goals. I see stars birth and it all hurts, but it's all worth when it all works. Every aftermath has an origin. I hear the angels' voices when they pouring in. I've been shot down, but I resolve to win. Seek the light and I absorb it in. Seek the realest truth, be the realest you. Seek the fearless till you really feel it. You ride around and I'm balling all these tattoos. My calling, all these symbols, what I'm into without stalling. It's that fast life, I don't act twice. Reminisce on my past life, and you can see what could the future be when you reflect on what I did last night. Tell my people keep hustling, it's that comeback from that suffering, it's that touchdown. Fourth quarter, 3 down, but keep busting now. Them arms up and them drums up, and that sky's filled with that stardust. And we forgive all of everybody who took aim and tried to stop us. Hey.
Picture me rolling when we all on that mission. Picture me rolling when we all on that grind. Picture me rolling when we all on that mission. Picture me rolling when we all on that time. Picture me rolling when we all on that vision. Picture me rolling when we all on that grind. Picture me rolling and we all on that mission. Picture me rolling and we all on that time.
Roll with a team full of pharaohs releasing our arrows the moment I turn in to go. I move in silence until it's too late, then I reach out and strike with a venomous blow. All that we want to inspire the people to know that what they have within them is good. And heavy and is open to everyone, whether you hunting for yachted or live in a hood. This is my life, these are my words. Used to imbibe, I don't need it, I swerve. And if you can hear this, whoever you are, I just want you to know that you a star, not celebrity type, but the energy type, like the light in the evening that helps me to write. Combine it with meaning and love and insight. When you jump off that cliff, you are ready for flight. This is my life, these are my thoughts. These are the words of a king of a boss, reflected back at you so you can see clearer. Your ears are the face and the song is the mirror.
Picture me rolling when we all on that mission. Picture me rolling when we all on that grind. Picture me rolling and we all on that mission. Picture me rolling and we all on that time. Picture me rolling and we all on that mission. Picture me rolling and we all on that grind.
All of us search for the perfect system, the perfect way to live our lives, the perfect way to organize our steps, our world, everything. And very rarely do we surrender to the beautiful chaos that is momentary, everyday existence. One moment, one breath, the entire story of the universe, in every thought, in every movement, in everything. The great perfection is this very moment. How do we want to spend it? You are enough. I am enough. We are enough.
All the work that we do in this world is to achieve that which we already are. Perfect. Let's spend our time together as joyfully as possible. And if joy doesn't come easy, begin by just being kind. We have the ability, the authority, the capability to be kind at all times. And my friends, be kind to yourself first. It's so difficult to be a human being. This song is
if you are motivated by desire,
a completely new record.
transform yourself.
And it features some words from
and to
Thich Nhat
help
Hanh.
your people, your community to transform, to bring joy and hope into their life.
Produced by DARC.
And then you have the best kind of volition. And that gives you infinite source of energy. You become very alive, very dynamic in your daily life.
Homage to the jewel that's within the lotus. I sit still and I begin to focus. I know the feeling when you're feeling hopeless. The only thing that's real is in this moment.
Mindfulness helps us to be established in the here and the now. And that is the basic condition for us to touch life, to touch the kingdom of God, to touch the pure land of the Buddha.
Life is still a mystery, futuristic history. Couldn't see the present, and I used to let it get to me. Healing transformation, needed amputation from the things I was afraid of. For my inner activation, I was watching Aristotle. Philosophies I borrow. Yesterday is not tomorrow, so today is what I follow. Gifted by the present, I'm lifted by the essence of my great-grandmother who predicted my ascendance. So why I feel so low though? Really, I don't know though. Maybe it's the cocoa or the fear of living slow-mo. Or maybe it's the vocals of the teachings I ignored. So now I feel it in my spirit, manifested in my torso. I admit I'm blinded. Women, gold and diamonds. All my insecurities expressed through my desires. Take it for the love of it. Hate myself because of it. Still I sit in meditation waiting for the mothership. What have I discovered through my blood and through my struggles? Maybe wisdom is the belt and then compassion is the buckle. Recognize the emptiness combined with inner friendliness. If I ever forget it, I just pray that I remember this.
You know, the children have the capacity of being in the here and the now more than adults. They don't think too much about the future. They don't make a lot of projects like we do. And they are not caught in the past, by the past. So learning to be more like children is a good practice.
The answer is the question is the answer. Love and understanding represented by the mantra. In this world of murder and fear and hate, hard to figure out what is real and fake. All my travels across the interstate took me deeper into that inner place. Beginner's mind is silence, ignorance is violence, anxiety is terrible, and mine is so unbearable that if I ever overcome it, it'll be a miracle. I know I'm here to witness who I am, but through the mirror's view, cause every day is heaven, and every day is hell, and every day I fall apart, every day I prevail. Rising and the falling like the night into the morning. I've been fighting all along to be a light inside the storm, but maybe I should let it go. Scan the body head to toe and hold myself with kindness when self-hatred is susceptible. Understand the moment is another passing episode, and if it gets too difficult, I just take a breath and go, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
on the surface of the ocean, she may be very fearful because she gets caught in notions like beginning, ending, going up, going down, more or less beautiful than the other waves. But if the wave is aware that she is water, and she loses all this kind of fear, going up, she's joyful. Going down, she's joyful. Because she knows that she is water. She's not only a wave, she's also water. So water represents the ultimate. Water represents God. Water represents Nirvana.
What's up, y'all? Yo, so we're just a little bit over time. I want to switch to gallery view and see y'all's faces who's still here. Hold up. What's good, y'all? Hey, I don't know if we can unpin me so everybody can see everybody, and just like maybe we can all wave to each other and send some love to one another. Yeah. And maybe you can look in each square, each person, and just say, just like me, just like me, just like me, just like me, just like me. Well, I am feeling emotional. Yo, we did it. What a grand experiment. Well, I mean, I'm saying it's grand. It might have been, it might not, I don't know how it landed for you, but I'm just happy that I got through it. Yay. Well, okay, so we're about to roll out. I hope, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this time. It is, if nothing else landed, I really hope that you feel a little bit more inspired to be present and kind to yourself and others. That's really the whole point of this whole big to do. Is if hopefully you walk away feeling a little more inspired to be present and to be kind to yourself and to others, because it is a jungle out there. But who knows what you'll find? So don't check out. Oh yes, my links are in there. I will be doing some live performances in the DC area, and I'll be coming to Denver at the end of September. I'll be doing something in DC in August. I'll be doing stuff. I'll be doing more of these live. So when you go to my Linktree, if you go to my website, you can join my mailing list. And I think I've got some of your emails maybe, or I can ask IMCW to email y'all if I'm ever doing anything, if that's cool with y'all. What else? Oh, I have a book coming out in November. It's called Love Your Amazing Self. It's for kids, but it's really for everybody. And I'm going to be releasing those last two songs. No, the last song you heard and that really fast one, Joshua. I'll be putting that out sooner than later. Also, I love all of you so much. If you you always have a home in my heart 1,000% of the time, always. And until then, until next time.